Welcome to the Pretty Tarot channel, and this is the December reading for the water sign. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with Pisces, then I'll do Cancer, and then next after that Scorpio. I'm condensing these readings into one video because it's more convenient for me to do it that way right now, and you guys will survive it. But this is a reading that is general. However, it can apply to different areas of your life depending on what's significantly going on in your energy right now. So it can apply to love life, jobs, career, finances, family life, whatever is going on in your life that is significant right now, health, whatever it is, okay? It applies to the sun sign, rising, moon, Venus, and Mars in my readings. Also, keep in mind that because this is a general reading done for the particular zodiac signs that I'm doing it for, remember, I'm connecting with so many of you. And before I do my readings and before I even start the video, I pray for the messages to come out for those who truly, truly need the messages, okay? So if it doesn't resonate with you, there's a couple reasons why. One, either because, like I said, it's done for an entire zodiac sign. So if I'm doing this for Pisces right now, which that's who I'm shuffling for, Pisces, for the month of December, there's a lot of you. And, you know, so you have to keep that in mind. If you want a reading that resonates with you and only you, seek out a personal reading with me. That's the only way to get a reading that 100% resonates for you and that you can guarantee will resonate with you. The only difference is when I do a personal reading, I use more cards to clarify, and I clarify on every position. So you see the same reading, but you pretty much get more information because I do it for your energy and I'm clarifying every position instead of just, you know, maybe one or two or whatever, okay? Something else to keep in mind. Right now, this is November that I'm doing this. This is for the month of December. Some of you may already resonate with this now. However, give yourself until at least the mid-month to figure out if this truly will resonate with you or not. Because this is almost like a well, it isn't even almost. It is a prediction. So for some of you, it's already going to resonate. Whereas others of you, it's going to take time for that energy to unfold and manifest, okay? So don't be quick to think that, it doesn't resonate. No, sometimes it takes time. I've had people that come back and tell me, like, send me emails and say, hey, you know, at first I thought a reading didn't resonate, but I allowed more time to go by and realized, wow, it did resonate, okay? And I'm honestly pretty confident about whatever comes up in these readings. It's for whoever it needs to really be for, okay? All right, so moving forward, Pisces. Pisces, 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 Pisces. What is going on for you for December 2017? By the way, for those of you who commented in the November videos, you guys are going to be entered into the drawing for this month for the free reading, okay? To see who's actually going to get that free reading. It may be one of you or it may be a few of you. We'll see. If you're interested in being entered into the drawing for the month of January, comment in the December videos for the readings that I'm doing. And what I'll do is I pull names out of the comment section for that particular, the prior month, because that allows time for everyone to comment and for me to get their names and put it in the drawing. Try to keep it fair, you know. And for those of you who are interested in a personal reading, prettytarot.com is my website. You can also look in the description box below, and also I'll pin a comment for more information. And I'm going to keep these readings pretty simple since I'm doing them for all the signs. I may come back later and do some more readings, but I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep it simple. Okay, so Pisces, what's going on for you guys this month? It looks like you guys are, and I'm going to show you the cards in a minute, but just so I can get going here. It looks like you guys are looking to seek some sort of victory or some sort of win here, or some sort of, some of you could be concerned about the need to travel for some particular reason, whether it's for personal reasons, business, or whatever it is that you need to travel for. Some of you are on a journey here, and I'm getting self-discovery, or you're on a journey to discover where it is you need to be or where you need to go. Some of you could be concerned about engagement of some form with possibly with another water sign. It's not for all of you that you may be concerned about that, but I'm getting that this is a self-discovery, or you guys are on a journey for the month of December here, looking at the cards. And it's because I have the Six of Wands here, and I have the King of Cups there, and my readings are gender neutral, but this is you guys' energy right here. It could be another water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or it could be someone who is really in touch with their feelings, their emotions. They may be psychic or intuitive. You know, they could be someone that, you know, they might be dramatic, like a drama queen or a drama king. They may like to drink. They may like to be around water and beaches and things like that. They could be sensitive, like you have to be careful to not hurt their feelings. So you have to be careful what you say around them, like walking on eggshells or glass, you know. They also could be sensitive to others and nurturing, caring, kind, and sweet and warm to others, okay? So it could be someone else, or, you know, that you're hoping to have this victory with, or this success, this win, or this need to travel with for whatever particular reasons, or maybe you're concerned about some sort of engagement with them, whether it's an actual event in terms of that kind of engagement, or engagement in terms of wanting to get married. But for many of you, I really actually feel like this is about self-discovery. You're on a journey for self-discovery. You're looking to empower yourselves this month, in the month of December, you know, because you want to win in life. You want to have victory in whatever this is that's going on in your life. You guys are trying to come out on top, you know. Now, what may be affecting this is the fact that there's some sort of relationship or some sort of bond, or maybe even some sort of acquaintanceship, friendship, a partnership, rather, you know. And remember, this can apply to any area of your life. So depending on what's going on, there's some sort of also possible agreement or arrangement, or maybe even a reconciliation that may be affecting this. So there may be some need to reconcile, forgive one another, or it may be someone, you find that you and someone else have something to offer each other, and you're offering your cups of love or something. It could be, like I said, a relationship or a bond or a friendship or a partnership, whether it's a business partnership or whatever this could be. It's, you know, it could be a contract as well for some of you, okay? And in regards to whatever that is, this connection here, you guys got the Three of Pentacles here. In this particular the deck, the whimsical deck here, this is all about spinning gold out of the situation. You're trying to take something and put a different spin on it, put a valuable spin on it, you know, spun, you know, thread out of gold, you know, that hold the situation together. You're trying to really work something out to really work in your favor, or for something to work out to be valuable, that will be useful or whatever, you know. But typically the Three of Pentacles is about receiving a bonus or reward or promotion, or receiving accolades, or being given credit where credit is due, you know, being given credit for your efforts or your hard work, seeing consistency, you know, being acknowledged, being seen, being heard, those kind of things, you know. But for many of you, I said this is all about trying to spun gold out of trying to spin gold out of these bars, trying to make something useful or valuable this situation here. Okay. Now what's hanging over the situation here, like I said, it looks like your happiness is hanging over the situation. A small, very portion of you, it could be a child that, is affecting the situation that's hanging over. But this is mostly for many of you about your happiness and your joy. But what's aiding that is the fact that you guys are either hung up on something or you're just trying to really hang in there, okay, in order to see whatever this is prosper or work out for your happiness, your joy, your better benefit or whatever. Some of you could possibly have some hang-ups about what make you happy, but for the most part, you guys are just trying to hang in there. Some of you probably could just be really hung up, but it's related to your happiness. What's underlying the situation for you, Pisces, is seeing some sort of truth or some details come to the forefront, seeing things for the way they really are, in regards to wanting to get your wish here with that 9 of Cups, wanting to get whatever this is that you desire, okay? So that's what's underlying the situation. In the past here, you guys had a whole thing where you may have been looking to see how a situation could benefit you. You may have been concerned about some sort of, you may have been concerned about your prosperity, your abundance, and your wealth. You may have been concerned about prospering. You may have been concerned about how something will work out in your favor, how you will benefit in a situation. Some of you could have been concerned about a happy family occasion or a happy family that is prospering. Some of you could have been concerned about receiving something of some sort of great abundance or wealth or prosperity, inheritance, a loan, some large sum of money, whatever this could be, but whatever this is, and this isn't all about money, it's about whatever is of value to you. What's aiding that is the fact that you guys could have been in the original deck with the 2 of Swords. It's all about the fact that you could have been at a standstill, guarded, or come to a stalemate or a halt, where you kind of just like wasn't sure how things are going to work out, or because maybe you couldn't see ahead, or you weren't sure what's coming ahead or what lies ahead, and you guys could have been guarded and just not willing to move forward until you're sure how you really will benefit or gain from the situation, or how you will prosper from the situation, or if things will really work to your benefit or your favor. And some of you could have been trying to figure out if there's anyone who could help you out, because in this case, in this card here, this is with the Whimsical Tarot, this is all about someone needing guidance and someone needing to be guided out of a troubling situation. As you can see, there's this whole smoke in the background, and this is Hansel and Gretel, and it could have been a situation in which, you were concerned that something was going to consume you, or something was going to really not really work in your favor in a negative way, or something could have been, you could be concerned about something being disastrous and wanting to be guided out of this troubling situation, because you really do want to benefit, and you're trying to figure out how can you do that. That was the past there. So that could have been the past few weeks, past few months, maybe even over the past year, maybe even beyond that. But Pisces, moving forward here, in the current position, you guys are concerned about, some of you are concerned about either going on your own or becoming single again. Others of you are concerned about working on something on your own, could be a project. But for many of you, this is about your stability and your security, okay, and your prosperity. And wanting to be stable and secure, okay, because this is a person that is stable and secure. Some of you could already be stable and secure, whereas I feel many of you, though, may be concerned about your stability and your security and your well-being in terms of how well you're actually doing here, okay? And what's aiding that is the fact that with the 3 of Swords, you could have had to sever some ties here, okay? You could have needed to cut some ties there in terms of you could have needed to cut something or someone out of the situation. Some of you could have been cut from something, whether it's a job, a relationship, or whatever the situation is. Some of you, it could have just been a heartbreaking situation in which you got your heart broken, or you realized someone was, not being true, or things just weren't working out or whatever, where it could have been a third party situation. Whatever it was, something was disappointing or devastating or hurtful or shocking to you that caused you to either go on your own or caused you to be concerned about your security, your stability, and your prosperity here, or the need to go on your own for whatever the reason could be. And like I said, for those of you who this could be about health, this is a concern about, the fact for some of you, maybe you needed to get some sort of procedure done concerning your wellness, okay? Or you guys are concerned about your wellness and need to get a procedure done, because in a traditional deck, the Three of Swords can represent a need for a procedure, surgery, whatever it is. But for the most part, it's about disappointment, sadness, heartbreak. In this case, it's indicating, shock, that brought you despair, that brought you disappointment, or whatever it could be, and maybe you didn't see it coming. But I feel like some of you really need to sever ties, or you needed to cut something off or someone off, or some of you could have gotten cut off or cut out of a situation, okay? And it's causing you to, like I said, be concerned about your stability, your security, or this need to be on your own or go on your own, okay? Now, Pisces, you guys are concerned here in a concerned position that things are a burden. Things are weighing heavy on you. Things are tough. Things are hard. You're concerned about, how are you going to carry this load? Or some of you could be carrying a larger load than you anticipated, or larger than you think you can handle, or maybe you might be carrying more than your fair share of the load. And what's aiding that is the fact that you guys are really just not able to see what's really going on. You may be in the dark about something. There could have been some lies, deceit, or deception going on, or something hidden under the surface that is burdening you guys for whatever reason, or weighing heavy on you. In this particular deck here, this is like being distracted being distracted by something that is so absurd or ridiculous, and really missing other opportunities because you're distracted. Things are slipping away from you and getting away from you because you're distracted. You're not focused at all, and this is a burden or weighing heavy on you, or these burdens could be a distraction to you and causing you to lose, causing things to slip away from you. Some of you could really be, though, coming into your ability to, I guess, tune in with your intuition or whatever to see what really has been burdening you. But be careful that you're not being distracted. The outside influence for you, Pisces, though, and this is interesting, you got the King of Cups again, okay? And like I said, I feel like this is you guys trying to come into your own and empower yourselves this month. And this is like, once again, you got the Sun card here. So this is a reoccurring thing for you guys, that you guys as the main focus, and even as the outside influence, you really are concerned about your happiness, regaining your happiness, regaining your joy and abundance and your prosperity here. You are concerned about things working out in your favor. If this is someone else, however, though, that you're dealing with, like I said, it could be another Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or it could be, like I said, the person of these other characteristics that I mentioned, where it's someone who they are sensitive on both ends, where they could be sensitive, kind and caring, loving, sweet, nurturing, warm to others, or they could also be sensitive, like you have to be careful to not hurt their feelings or not step over their feelings and things like that, and having to walk around on eggshells and glass around them. They may like to drink. They may be dramatic at times, you know what I'm saying? Drama queen, drama king, or whatever. I'm gender neutral about this. They also could be in touch with their emotions and feelings and be someone who, I say they express themselves freely or whatever. They may like to be around water and beaches and things like that, you know. But I really am more concerned that this is about you guys and your happiness. It could be someone else that you wanting to be happy and happy with and in harmony with, but it's going to resonate differently for you guys. You know, one group of you, it could be, like I said, you want to be in harmony or with happiness with someone else, whereas others of you, it's about being in harmony with yourselves and being happy and coming back into your own joy and abundance and prosperity. Okay, that's the outside influence, and that's a reoccurring theme for you guys with these cards in this reading this month for December 2017. But Pisces, you kind of like, honestly, well, I want to go into your obstacles before I hit your expectations. With your obstacles here, you guys are struggling to be patient, okay? You guys are struggling with patience here. You could also be, like I said, struggling with harmony in some form, you know, struggling to tune in to tune into your true inner harmony. And for some of you, like I said, it's trying to be patient, you know, and you could be struggling with your patience here and needing to be strong, needing to have discipline, needing to pull easy wine in the lion's mouth here, and, you know, not spout off or whatever, not needing to bite your tongue, you know what I'm saying? And some of you could just be struggling to do that. This is also about having strength and courage, and you guys could really be struggling to find that inner peace, that inner courage, that inner discipline to not get into any more issues or hassles or arguments or disagreements with anyone, or to not get into any more feelings of disharmony even within yourselves or whatever. So, you know, but you guys are trying to be patient. You're trying to have, you know, harmony, but it's a struggle, you know, and you're needing to have courage, strength, discipline. Like I said, pull easy wine in the lion's mouth, bite your tongue, things like that, you know. That's the obstacle challenge for you, Pisces, in the month of December 2017. But your expectations here is that, wow, and this is interesting. You got two people here in your expectations, Pisces. You have an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You also have an earth sign. That's Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Now, it's interesting that one is a man, one's a woman, but I keep it very gender neutral. So this could be a man or woman from either sign. One of these people, the other characteristics, if they're not Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, then it's someone who comes off as being, you know, they're not in touch with their feelings, emotions. They're more in touch with their rational side. They're more in touch with their intellect. They're more in touch with, you know, they're more about facts, research, you know, data. They're book smart. They're, you know, intellectual and witty. They like to have conversations and things. They can be very intelligent. They can be very blunt and straightforward, you know, kind of thing. They're also someone who they have a lot of determination and focus, okay? But they also could come off as being stubborn or tactless in their communication, maybe even rude at times, you know, because they can be very blunt and straightforward, right? But so this is another characteristic if it's not Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or someone who has Aquarius, Libra, Gemini in their birth chart, because that's the other thing people have to keep in mind. They may not be a sun sign. It could be these elements in their natal or their birth chart. And if you're not familiar, then just stick with either the sun sign or whatever these other characteristics are that I'm mentioning. This also could be your need to be focused, use your rationale, use your intelligence and your wisdom to cut away what no longer serves your purpose, either with this particular earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or this is someone, if they're not a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or they have that in the placements of their birth chart or their natal chart or whatever, then this is someone who comes off as being stable and secure, someone who they may appear to have money or have things going for them. They could be grounded. They also could be stubborn too, but down to earth. They are someone who, they also could be nurturing. They are someone who manages things well. So they could be a manager as well, even if it's relating to jobs and career. They're organized, neat and clean. If they're in the negative, then they're opposite of all these things. Keep in mind, if someone is negative. They're the opposite of all these characteristics that I mentioned, but they may even be a parent figure. Okay, so they may have children, or they may be one of your parents. Okay, so either you're needing to cut this person out of your situation for whatever reason, this earth sign, or you need to make a choice between an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or these two are here in your expectation of people that you expect to either be there for you, help you, whatever this could be. I kind of want to clarify this just a little bit. Normally I don't, but I'm going to go ahead and clarify that real quick. But they're there in this situation. And something's telling me also, if you have Earth in your chart somewhere, then maybe that Earth sign is also you. Or depending on what you have in your chart, maybe that air sign is you. But, okay. Getting more clarification on that. And see, that's what I would do in a personal reading. I would do clarifiers on all the positions so that you get the most details, okay? So if you're interested in a personal reading with me for any reason, prettytarot.com, or check the description box below, or I will pin the information in the comment section. But this is about, in regards to either these two people here, these two signs, air sign or earth sign, or you needing to cut away what no longer serves your purpose, or use rationale, wisdom to make a decision or a tough call with whoever that earth sign is, or vice versa. This is about the fact that, now I got them all. Did I get it mixed up? Well, this is the first one I pulled. This is about an offer that is expected to be made or to be offered. So either you're expecting to offer something to one of them, or you're expecting one of them to offer something to you. But it's something that will affect the way you feel. It's an emotional offer, or it's an offer that, like I said, it just affects the way you feel. But there's the need to take some time to think and go within and just maybe be to yourself and take some time to meditate on things, or really think about things, going with, introspective on how things are affecting you. And it looks like you kind of want to take whatever this is you have at your disposal, or whatever you have to work with, to really work your magic and make some things happen in this situation in regards to these people, these two people, or the fact that you need to cut away something or someone in order to make something happen, okay? So that's in your expectations there. But in the future position, this could be between now and the next few weeks in the month of December, or it could be between now and the next few months starting in the month of December, okay? This is about making a move or taking some form of action. This could be making a move to another place, another location, or this could literally be taking some action in regards to making a move, taking action. And what's aiding that is the fact that with the Four of Pentacles in the traditional deck, with the Four of Pentacles, you're either holding on to something, or you don't want to let something go, or someone's holding on to something and they don't want to let something go. Okay, it could be also hanging on to something, or not wanting to give in a situation. Could be hoarding something. In some small cases, being greedy. Not all of you will resonate with that, but in some cases, for many of you, this also could be guarding yourself, or guarding or protecting what is of value to you, whether it's guarding your heart or guarding your assets, or whatever, guarding your money, guarding something that you hold dear and valuable to you. Now, that's the meaning in the original deck, the traditional deck, but in this deck, the whimsical here, this dog is dropping his bone. Now, he's either dropping his bone for one or two reasons. Either because, like I said, he's either so focused on his self-reflection here, and I don't know if you guys can see that well. He's so focused on his reflection that he kind of drops the ball here, meaning he drops his bone, he drops the ball, So it could be just being too focused on yourself and maybe realizing you need to take some action or make a move. Or this is about making a wish in some form, making some wish actually become a reality, because sometimes when people go to a pond or any kind of water or even a fountain, they will drop a coin into it to make a wish, hoping that their wish will come true. In this case, it's a dog, so he's dropping a bone into that water. So it's one or the other. Or it's, like I said, you guys not wanting to let go or wanting to hold on, but knowing you need to make a move. And so you may very well go ahead and make a move, or you may desire to make a move. Like I said, for some of you, it could be about, like I said, protecting what is of value to you, whether it's protecting your heart, your money, your assets, your health, whatever this could be. That's in the future. Like I said, starting between now and the month of December, in the next few weeks or the next few months. Your outcome here, and wow, this is really interesting. You guys choose yourselves, I think. Okay, I feel like you guys, as your outcome, you choose yourselves, meaning you choose to put your energy and your focus into yourselves, meaning you come into power for yourselves, you empower yourselves, you focus on yourself, you do you. Because this is like a cup, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. And this is gender neutral, so it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. This is your card, okay? Now, this could very well, I mean, you know, I feel like this is you choosing to celebrate yourselves and focus on yourselves and do you, empower yourselves, come into your own. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're choosing yourself, put yourself first. But it could be another water sign that you guys are dealing with, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you know. Or like I said, of the other characteristics that I mentioned a person could be if they're not a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their sun, moon, whatever, Venus, Mars, you know. But I think that's a really cool outcome, that you guys choose to put yourselves first. You choose to make yourself the priority. You choose to empower yourselves. You choose to do you. Good. That's what y'all need to do, because this card right here indicates that you guys have new beginnings. Now, I shuffled this early on just because I already want to have that ready. So when I shuffled all the rest of these cards up, I shuffled this one as well while you guys saw me running my mouth or whatever. You guys have new beginnings there on the horizon, okay? So that's an awesome thing that you guys have going on. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some other cards for you guys here real quick. This is going to be advice. Advice for Pisces. And some of these cards. Okay. Yeah, okay. Interesting. You got the Queen of Air there. That's a fire sign as well. But it's independent, experience, realistic, witty energy. And it says objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, okay? Seeing the humor in a situation. So I think you guys are truly going to realize, hey, you need to cut away what no longer serves your purpose and literally do you and focus on yourselves, because you know, you realize it's time to do that in order for you to gain your happiness, your abundance, your prosperity, you know, in your life. Sometimes that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to cut away what no longer serves your purpose. Or if you are the one who are cut away from the situation, just allow yourself to cut off any need to connect that to yourself as being any kind of failure or loss. It's not a failure or loss if you were cut out of a situation. It's an opportunity for you to focus on yourself. You know, if you cut something away or you are cutting something away, then like I said, it's an opportunity for you to do you and focus on yourself. And I feel like that's what you guys really are going to do and need to do in order for your prosperity, your happiness, your abundance, and your joy to really, that's not working out, to really come out for you guys in the month of December and moving forward into the new year. And no better time than now to do this, because we're about to hit the new year. Yeah. This one fell out, and this card is saying, the angel card is saying, it's up to you. It's up to you. And she's pointing at you guys, and she has her hand over her heart. She's saying, whatever it is that you really want to happen, whatever you feel passionate about, it's all up to you if it happens or not. So whatever you're wanting, desiring, if you really are that concerned with your happiness and your abundance, it's all up to you guys, okay? So make sure you take that accountability. Make sure you are proactive in your life in that way to make yourself happy. No one else can make you happy. Nothing else can make you happy except you, and you choosing to make yourself that priority and putting yourself first and cutting away what no longer is working for you. Now, this is strange. This is really strange. This card is saying put others first. So I want to say that card is for those of you who might be dealing with somebody else that is a water sign. But that's a really odd thing, because I really feel like this is more so about you guys putting yourselves first. But that card is telling you to put others first. I don't know what that's all about. Ask your spirit guides. Say a prayer about that one. But some of you kind of know what that's about. Some of you kind of know what that's about. Could be pointing out that you might need to be considerate to some degree of maybe how things are affecting other people. But this card is saying just laugh. And what's interesting about that, it's about seeing the humor in a situation. Even if something springs up and pops out on you that you weren't expecting, see the humor in it. Just laugh. Because you guys got the, where that card at? Well, I can't pull that card back up, but you guys had the card, the Angel Tarot card there advising you to see the humor in a situation, even though you are cutting away what no longer serves your purpose. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and pull a Romance Angel card just in the event that this does resonate with your love life, okay? Even if this isn't about your love life, sometimes the messages in the Romance Angel cards are pretty general enough for you to be able to take something from it, no matter who you are, okay? And if you guys are interested in a personal reading, please visit my website at prettytarot.com. Okay. Now this card is saying children. Your love life is being affected by children. Now, I did mention early on that there was a small percentage of you who maybe have children or may, who may have children in a situation, or a child is an influence in your situation, whether you guys desire to have one or not, or you have them. Maybe a partner, if you have one, has them, or maybe you just have children around you, or you're working with them, whatever the case is. You guys will know how that resonates with you. So that was Pisces reading for December 2017. Now I'm going to go ahead and do Cancers. And if you guys, like I said, are interested in getting a personal reading with me, to either get a reading that 100% resonates with you, or to get more clarification, or to, just see what's really going on beyond what you saw here, visit my website. No, I'm dropping cards. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for Cancer. Hit the like button if you like the reading. And Pisces, I'm really interested in hearing how this reading resonated with you guys. I really am. Because that was some of the cards that you had to come up as advice cards or whatever is really interesting compared to what came out as the outcome for you guys. Okay, so definitely let me know. And by the way, commenting benefits you guys if you are interested in being entered into a drawing in the month of January for a possible free reading, okay? Because I did this last month. I pulled names from the October videos for the month of November. And those of you for the month of November who commented in the November readings, I'm going to pull your names in another drawing that is going to be done for this month of December, okay? So keep that in mind, you guys, that commenting does benefit you. Hit the like button, please. I appreciate like buttons, and I appreciate likes, and also I appreciate you guys commenting and let me know how this really resonates. All right, so I am shuffling, of course, for Cancer. I'm trying to make sure I get that Cancer energy in there for you guys. Shuffling for Cancer for the month of December 2017. You guys can timestamp, and I'll say this. Cancer starts at, this looks like 40 minutes and 20 seconds. So you guys, who are interested in timestamping, you can do that. I may go back in and timestamp. I'm not 100% sure. But for those of you who want to timestamp, that makes it easier for me to put the time up there. All right, Cancer. And this popped out before I can finish. You guys have a decision to make. You also could be, you guys could be feeling some passion about something or towards someone. Whether that's anger passion or romantic passion of some form. But for many of you, it'll be about the fact that you have a decision to make. By the way, just because you guys readings start at 40, 20 or whatever, it does not mean Pisces had a reading that was 40 minutes long. I talked at least for 4 to 5 minutes in the very beginning of the video as an intro, and then I talked for another few minutes after the reading was over with, and I'm shuffling. So don't feel any kind of way, you guys, about how long you think these readings are. It's not in anybody's, crap. That goes there. Okay. It's not in anybody's favor to be sitting there carrying on. Because somebody did this one time saying, everybody else got a longer reading than we did. And I don't do it that way. I do the readings based off of whatever comes up is what comes up. I may talk faster in some readings. I may talk slower in some readings. Some readings I may just move slower or whatever. And then in some cases, whatever energy comes up, whatever cards come up, that's what I'm reading on. I'm not timing any of this. It doesn't really matter how long or short somebody's reading is. At all. It doesn't. So I don't want to hear any of that either. I love you guys a lot, but please don't be nitpicking about the time on the readings. If you want more time, book with me. Because let me tell you something. I spent about a full hour doing personal readings. So you guys get your money's worth, you know. You definitely get your money's worth if you really just want this long, drawn-out reading, longer than what I'm already doing. All right, Cancer, December 2017. I don't know what that was falling. This wanted to fall out. You guys, and this is interesting, because you already have the Two of Swords here on this table. You can't see it yet, but here it is. You guys are really, really at like this stalemate point here in your present position. You're at this stalemate. You're at a standstill. You are kind of like not sure what's coming ahead or not sure what's really going on. You might not even be sure how you really feel. Some of you could just be, you know, feeling like you can't really see what's going on and have your guard up there for. Some of you could be feeling like you are in a troubling situation that you don't know how to get out of, and you're looking for someone to help you guide it or guidance or whatever. Some of you could be burying your head in the sand. It's going to be different for each one of you. But that card usually always advises that if you put your guards down, because she's holding the knife up, if you put your guards down, these knives, you can take the blindfold off and see all around you, Cancer. But you got to be willing to let your guard down. You got to be willing to do something. You can't just sit there and say, well, I don't know what's coming up. I don't know what's ahead. That's not going to help you guys. But it's interesting that popped out. That's really prominent for you guys for this month. Yikes. All right. And sometimes I even question what order I'm putting these cards in because I'm not really thinking about it as I'm doing it. But apparently, it doesn't really matter because cards will pop out anyway, and it's all relevant information, you know. I'm going to get another camera stand so that you guys can be able to see the cards that are on my table. Right now I'm not using the camera stand because the one I had, my child broke it. So I got to get another one. Hadn't got around to it yet. Okay. Too many cards pop out. I'm not going to deal with it. Right now I just want one. What the hell? So 2 keeps wanting to pop out of this Spirit Guides card. So I'm just going to go with it. Just going to go with it. Not even going to fight that. Okay. Now, with the Pisces reading, I waited to the end to point the Spirit Guide card out. But right now, for you guys, I'm just going to point it out now. You got the Boredom card. And then you got the Celebration card. You guys, your heart is not in it right now. Your heart is not in it. You're not really thrilled. You know, you're bored or whatever. And then you got the Celebration card, in which some of you could be getting married, engaged, or have a baby on the way that you want to celebrate. Some of you could just be desiring one of these things. Some of you could be getting a promotion and celebrating, or you just want one. Some of you could just be really focused on your happiness and wanting to celebrate. But Cancer, you guys, y'all got something troubling you, okay? Either you guys are like feeling manipulated, tortured, or you're feeling like you're somehow being hassled, or you're codependent or tied into a situation that you are either holding yourself hostage to, or something you can't get out of, or struggling with some sort of addictions, or you literally have a devil in your life, in your situation. Now, I don't know, some readers go by the signs that these cards, the major arcanas, resonate with. This could be a Capricorn, but I don't honestly think that's going to resonate for everybody. It's a possibility, but I don't feel like that'll resonate for everyone. But this is literally like the devil here. But like I said, this could be a situation which you feel manipulated, or you feel like it's a miserable situation, or like it's hell, or you're, you know, you're having a fire lit up under you, you know. I'm getting workhorse for some people is what I'm hearing, workhorse. But this is in regards to the Ten of Pentacles here. The fact that you really want to turn everything here into gold. You want to have that Midas touch. You want everything you touch or everything you do to prosper for you. Okay? For it to be something really great and beneficial. You really want to benefit. Okay? Some of you actually could be, like I said, expecting to inherit something or to gain something. Whether it's some sort of investments that you're expecting to give you a return or payoff, or some sort of, like I said, I don't know, something you're expecting to inherit or receive. But whatever the case is, this is definitely about prosperity, abundance, and wealth. Wanting to benefit, wanting to everything you do or touch to really prosper for you, you know, want to have that Midas touch. But it appears that this could be either be like keeping you guys in your head and causing you misery or hell, or you guys could really be having this codependency attached to it, or some strings are attached to this in regards to trying to see how you benefit in a situation, whether it's codependency or a marriage that it may be beneficial, or a partnership that may be beneficial, but it's not, but it comes with some sort of strings attached. It's some sort of situation in which, for some of you, I feel like there's some prosperity to be had, but there's some strings attached to it. Or there's some codependent situation that is beneficial, but there's strings attached to it. Or it's just some sort of hassle where you guys are literally mentally, emotionally, psychologically putting yourselves through hell or misery, or something's causing you hell or misery in regards to your desire to obtain this abundance, wealth, and prosperity. Materialism is what comes to mind to me for some of you. Some of you could really be struggling with materialism, in which materialism is an addiction, okay, for some of you. So that's the focus for you guys this month. Some of you really could just be dealing with the devil right now, but in which somebody offers you all of this great promise. Like, oh, you know, somebody could be offering you or promising you that you'll get this and that, or it could appear that way, but it's going to cost you your soul, or it's going to cost you something that's going to make you feel like you done sold your soul to get whatever this prosperity, wealth, abundance is, okay? But what's affecting that for you, Cancer, is the fact that you guys, and I'm not laughing at you guys, I'm just laughing because I have a feeling that somebody out there is going, yes, oh my gosh, you know, in regards to resonating with this. But what's affecting your situation here, it's a burden. It's a burden here. Whatever these desires you are that you guys have that got you feeling tied up into a hellish, miserable situation. Some of you could literally be working really hard to get that money or to gain some sort of success, prosperity, or a raise or promotion or whatever. Somebody could have promised you a raise or a promotion or better money or a better return if you put in this or that, or whatever the hard work is, or whatever it is that you are being told. If you give this up, or if you give me that, I'll give you this, whatever it is, okay? But it's a burden and it's weighing heavy on you guys. And you guys could be literally in your head worried about it, stressed. It could be causing you depression, anxiety. You could be having sleepless nights, you know, not sleeping well at night, just miserable, not happy at all, you know. You could be carrying more than your fair share of the burden, or this is just a burden. It's heavy work. It's heavy. It's a lot, you know. And this could either be physically, mentally, emotionally, or just whatever this is, you know, in this situation. But in this particular deck here, not only is she stressed out in this whimsical, she's stressed out. She really is a burden, and she feels the need to cut away her hair, because this is Rapunzel. And if you know the story of Rapunzel, she has this long, beautiful hair. Some evil witch or whatever is jealous of her, so she locks her in a dungeon so that she can, you know, not be seen by all these people or whatever for her beauty and this and that and other. However, her hair was meant in the story to eventually be her ability to be rescued by Prince Charming, who's supposed to come along, and she tossed her long, beautiful hair out to help him climb up and come rescue her. However, she's burdened by all this, and she's like, forget it. And she decides to cut that hair away because it's a burden to her for whatever reason. Maybe because Prince Charming didn't come. Maybe somebody didn't come through with their promises. And they're tired and they're struggling and they're feeling burdened and stressed out and worried or whatever this is. And they decide to cut this burden away. And that could be what's affecting you guys or whatever. You know, some of you may have not cut that burden away yet, but are anticipating the fact that you may want to do so in order to gain some relief. So some of you really, like I said, could just be wanting to unload some of your burden, you know, because it's too much, okay? Now what's hanging over the situation for you, Cancer, is it looks like you guys feel like you were cheated out of something, you know? And I'm getting that some of you guys were cheated out of something that was promised to you or something you feel was owed to you, okay? And it's got you all tripped up. Some of you could be really impatient about the fact that you feel taken advantage of or taken for granted. Someone could have actually cheated. But I feel like with that devil card and everything and this burden and you guys anticipating something great that you thought was going to come out of a situation, or you thought or whatever you were promised. I'm getting this thing that some of you guys really were promised something, or you thought something showed promise, okay? This is just really interesting. Or some of you really could have just been like, yeah, that's the real theme I'm getting for you guys. It may or may not resonate with everybody, but it's resonating for someone right now. And I just feel like somebody's screaming through the screen, yes, that's exactly what's going on. But yeah, you guys are, you know, impatient about whatever this was that you were promised, and you feel like someone didn't come through in their promise and they cheated you or took advantage of you in some form, or somebody cheated and took something from you that belonged to you, or they didn't give you what they promised. You know, someone cheated you out of something. That's what's hanging over your situation. I was underlying the situation here. is either you guys deciding to empower yourselves and do you and come into your own, or this is another water sign that is underlying your situation, another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or they may have water in their chart, their birth or natal chart, or it's someone who's in touch with their feelings, their emotions. They may be intuitive or psychic. They may be sensitive, caring, kind, and loving and warm and nurturing to others. They also could be sensitive in that you have to be careful to not stump on their feelings or hurt their feelings, because, you know, they could be sensitive and you may feel like you have to walk on eggshells or glass with them. They also may like to drink. They may like to be around water and beaches. They may be a little dramatic at times too. Drama queen, drama king. However, they definitely, if it's not, like I said, a water sign, then it's someone with those characteristics, okay? Or this is you, knowing that you need to, like, empower yourselves and do you and come into your own, because whatever is going on here, you got either have some hang-ups about it, and you're struggling with these hang-ups, or you're just trying to hang in there, okay? You're trying to hang in there with either this other sign, this other water sign, or you're trying to hang in there for your own good. You know, you're trying to hang in there for yourself, or you're just like hung up on what the heck's going on and having hang-ups about it. Okay, so that's what's underlying the situation. Now, Cancer, in the past position here, in the past, could have been over the last few weeks, last few months, over last year, or well beyond that. You guys look like you were holding on to something and were trying to protect something that either was of value to you, or it maybe it could be your heart that you were trying to protect, or it could be your money, your assets, or whatever this is that is of value to you, relationship, business, whatever it is. Or you guys could have been not wanting to let go of something as well, not willing to let go of something or someone or a situation. Not wanting to open yourselves up, or whatever. Some of you also could have been greedy too. Not all of you, but some of you could have been greedy, because this is also a card of being greedy, because he's sitting there holding on to that money, and he sitting on a case of all other kind of money though, Whatever the case is, whether you didn't want to let go of something, or you didn't want to share something, or you didn't want to open up, or you didn't want to release something or let something go, or you were just some of you could also have been trying to maintain the status quo too, as well, okay? Maintaining the status quo, trying to maintain things as they are. What was affecting that was this need to really overcome your challenges and your obstacles. For some of you, this may have just been, you were trying to really turn something that really wasn't what it was into something else, grander or better, okay? So in some cases, like I said, you can't necessarily turn a pumpkin and mice into a chariot, though that's what happened in the story of Cinderella with the fairy godmother. Some of you could have been really trying to have turned something that wasn't that great into something that's great, or you were promised that, or whatever. But this is mostly about overcoming challenges, okay? Overcoming obstacles in regards to being willing to open up, or being willing to let go or release something, or being willing to share, give of yourself. Like I said, some of you could have just been not willing to let go of something, or really holding on, clinging to what you have and trying to protect it, whatever that could have been, your heart, your money, your assets, whatever it is, a person, a relationship. It's going to be different how it resonates with each one of you. But your concern, Cancer, here is you're concerned about the fact that you want to make something happen. You want to work your magic. You want to take whatever you have at your disposal to use and make something happen. You want to empower yourself here because you want to move up to that next level, or you really want to, you want that promotion or that raise, or you just, like I said, you want to move up to that next level, whatever that could be, moving up to that next level, whether if it's a relationship that you want to move up to the next level, or like I said, a job, career in regards to promotion or raise, or sometimes the world is about completing something. So some of you could be wanting to finish or complete a cycle here, and so that you can move on or move forward or whatever, but you're concerned that you want to empower yourself and make something happen, work your magic or whatever, okay, and use whatever you have at your disposal. The outside influence of the situation, Cancer, is you desire to have it all, or you could be having it all, but this is about, a happy, loving family, or just, whatever it means to having it all. There's a beautiful castle in the background, having all these cups in a row, children. You guys have this thing of wanting to have it all, whatever that means to you, but you have a need to be disciplined. And now I get for some of you, like I said, some of you really could have been struggling with materialism, or really been struggling with whatever someone promised you, or whatever you thought was promising, okay? And wanting to have it all, but you need to have some sort of discipline. Some of you could just be needing to have courage. Some of you could be needing to pull easy wine in the lion's mouth, and some of you could be needing to bite your tongue, whereas others, you just need to be brave, like I said, have courage to go for what it is that you want, that's going to let you have it all, or allow you to have it all, or for you to gain it all, okay? Whereas others, you may want it all, but you need to be disciplined, okay? Or some of you need to just pull easy in the situation, okay? In this particular case here, in this whimsical tarot, though, this person lost their sheep, meaning they lost their followers, because sheep are, little people, wherever she went, her sheep followed her. So someone could have lost the following. Someone could have lost loyalty, okay? Wanting to have it all, but trying to figure out where your loyalty lies, or trying to figure out where the loyalty go, or who's loyal to you, or whatever, or is there any loyalty here in this situation. This is also about the fact that this person lost whatever was of value to them. They lost something, and they're trying to find it before somebody else snatches it up, because that wolf there is a potential danger of snatching up of whatever it was that they lost that they felt was of value to them, okay? And that could affect them gaining it all, or having it all, or whatever this is that they desire to have, a happy, loving family, marriage, whatever it is, kids. Your obstacle, though, Cancer, here is the fact that, like I said, you want to win. You want to get what it is that you want, but you want to do so without having to go through any changes, without having to go through any hassles, without having to fight or struggle for it. However, be careful that you're not one-upping others in order to get what it is that you want. Be careful that you're not doing whatever it takes to win at whatever cost, even if it's not the most honest, or it's not of the most high integrity, okay? But you seem to be struggling with that particular issue there. You want to get what it is you want, without any hassles or whatever, but you may not be getting whatever it is you want without the hassles, or just whatever, Now, what's interesting is, I mentioned for some of you there that it may be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. This is the, no, and this is, I don't know why I felt like this was an earth sign, but this is the King of Rods. This is a fire sign, okay? So in this situation here, I still feel like somebody's dealing with an earth sign. But anyway, this is the fire sign, okay, that you're having to struggle with, of wanting to get what it is you want without having to go through any changes with them. Or maybe they have something that you want that they promise you that you're trying to get without having to go through any hassles, or without losing this battle, okay? You want to win. And maybe you're not playing fair with them, or they're not playing fair with you. And that could be also an obstacle or a challenge. But like I said, this could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And if it's not an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone with that in the placements of their birth chart, then it's someone who comes off as being, passionate, charismatic. They could be charming. They could be fiery. They could be temperamental. They could be someone who loves to travel, someone who's very social, someone who could be also arrogant, rude, or conceited, but they also could be warm and confident. They could be bossy, possibly. They could be dominant as well, They also could be someone who's just really good company and really chatty and things like that, okay? So those are characteristics that fit if it's not an actual air sign or someone with air in their chart. But like I said, they're in your obstacles position. either someone's not playing fair here, whether that's you or them, or you're both not playing fair with each other, or they made a promise to you and you want to get whatever it was they promised without having to go through any changes, or vice versa. Whatever the case is, this is an obstacle or challenge for you guys. Now, in your expectation though, Cancer, you guys kind of expect that you are on the losing end, or that you lost out. You're feeling like you didn't get what you want, or you feel like it's not enough. Some of you could be feeling like you don't have enough, or this is just not enough. It's like a impoverished type of thing. So some of you could be struggling financially or with money. Others of you could just be struggling with whatever it is that is not working in your favor. Okay, feeling left out in the cold. Some of you could be feeling left out in the cold. Okay, this card though, always caution though. There's always some refuge, because there's a church right behind them that they can go and seek refuge and warmness or whatever. But some of you could just be absolutely feeling down and out, or expecting that you're just going to be feeling down and out, or this is going to be a letdown or a disappointment or not enough, or like I said, like you were shut out, left out, or put out, or just even, like I said, just cheated, taken advantage of, to the point where it left you broken or broke, or just not having enough or whatever, you know. And what's aiding that is, like I said, it goes back to the fact that you really are concerned, because this is in your outside influence again. You're in your expectation, you really are concerned with having it all, gaining it all, you know. But you may be concerned that you're not going to get it all. You may be expecting you're not going to get it all. You may not, things may not work out in your favor, is what I feel. You know, it's what you're expecting, and it's what I feel you guys are expecting, and it's not going to work out in your favor. Some of you could really just want to be swept off your feet and carried away into this wonderful promise here of a situation. But, or like I said, just wanting to have it all. But you guys are not confident about this, is what I feel. Or you're just feeling like it's not enough for whatever reason. That's in your expectations. I'm not saying that's what's happening, what's going on, but it's what you're kind of expecting. Be careful what you're expecting, because you're setting it's like you're setting yourself up for failure. You don't want to be expecting that. Some of you may just anticipate it, because maybe you do see or sense that something is not being fair. Now, you guys in the future position, whether it's between now and the next few weeks in the month of December, or the next few months starting from the month of December, you guys are going to take charge and take control, and use your wisdom, your experience, your intelligence, your rationale, and maybe even seek out wise counsel from someone who could be helpful or give you good advice, because you guys know that you need to make a tough call or make a tough decision that will not only affect you, but it will affect others. So you need to make a decision that's going to affect you and the greater good of all. Okay, you're wanting to take charge, take control, and not allow yourself to be feeling taken advantage of anymore. Empowering yourselves. You guys are, like I said, it just seems like you guys want to empower yourselves. And it's all about the fact that you want to capture your dreams, okay? You want to capture your dreams. You want to hold on to your dreams. You want to cast this net out and pull in your dreams. You don't want to just sit there and be passive about anything at this point, is what I'm looking at, what you guys are going to be doing in your future position here for the month of December, between, you know, now in the month of December, the next few weeks, or now the next few months or whatever. Keep in mind, this is like the end of November that I'm doing this reading, but this is for the month of December, okay? The Six of Swords is also a traditional deck about seeing things smooth out. So, but whatever the case is, you guys also could be wanting to take charge and take control, to do whatever it takes to make the situation work out better, or go smoother, or to see things smooth out better, or to at least see things get somewhere, okay? Your outcome, Cancer, here. You guys have a new valuable beginning, a new valuable start. And I kind of felt this coming. This also could be a major raise, a major promotion. This could be a new wonderful job opportunity. It could even be relate to a new relationship, or whatever this is that is of value to you guys. Whatever this is that is of value to you. It's being offered, or it's being received in some capacity, or you guys gain it through seeking it yourself. This new valuable opportunity, okay? However, it's going to come with the fact that with the Eight of Cups is all about seeking to move on, moving on to seek better. So for many of you, this is going to be about the fact that you're going to move on to seek better in order to gain this new valuable opportunity, or this new valuable job, career, promotion, this money, relationship, whatever it is, health, whatever it is that you guys are really seeking here. Now, but for some of you though, be careful that you don't get stuck, because I feel like some of you are going to kind of struggle with the fact that you feel like you've hit a wall here with gaining this new opportunity. I don't feel like this is going to resonate for all of you that way. I feel like there's a group of you who will move on to seek better to gain this new value opportunity, whereas the others of you may struggle with hitting a wall because you're running from something. She's Little Bo Peep is, she dropped she dropped her curds away or whatever, and she's running from this spider here, something so small that appears scary. Okay. And she didn't hit a wall here. So she's not gaining her new opportunity because she's running from something that appears to be scary, but it really isn't. It's so small that she really could just brush this away or just move on and seek her opportunity. So be careful that for this other group of you guys, that you don't get stuck running from something that is you feel is larger than life itself, but it really isn't, or something you feel is scary or harmful that may not be. Okay. Don't become easily intimidated by something so small that appears to be vastly or largely intimidating. Also, be careful for those of you who this is about your struggles with materialism and your money and trying to really make that work out for you, or whatever this is that you're trying to make work out. Because I get some of you, there's materialism issues. And being materialistic, shallow, aesthetic, or whatever. Be careful to not get caught looking from the outside in, feeling like you left out, talking about, well, what about me? I want this too, or I want that too, or whatever. Be careful for this other group of you. There's actually 3 groups of you. This is the third group this particular group, that you guys aren't so busy looking at, that you guys aren't so busy feeling left out because you want to have this, you want to have that you miss your opportunity to gain whatever this new valuable thing is, because you're focused on what you think everybody else is able to get or obtain or participate in, and you feeling left out somehow. Don't get caught up in that, because it'll cause you to miss your opportunity. But for a lot of you, your opportunity is there and it's waiting, it's coming, or you're going to gain it because you're going to move on to seek better, or you need to do this. But that's your outcome. That's 3 different outcomes for you Cancers. There's so many of you out there, or whatever. Like I said, some of you are bored. Your heart is not in this. You're not passionate about it, and therefore you need to move on in order to seek celebration. And some of you will do that. Okay. I'm going to pull other cards for advice for Cancer. Like I said, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading with me, excuse my voice, it's going. Seek out a personal reading with me on my website, prettytarot.com. You can check the description box below for info on how to get a personal reading with me. You also can, I'm going to pin the information in the comments. Okay, so you guys got that 9 of air or whatever. This is the advice card. This is warning you to get out of your head, because this is indicating that you guys are stressing, worrying about something that you really don't need to be. Some of you guys could be having fears, anxieties, depression, really having sleepless nights, and just worry about some things that you really don't need to be worried about or stressed about, or all in your head about. That card is warning you, get out of your head. Okay. Get out of your head, because it's causing you to lose sleep for no reason. It's causing you to be stressed for no reason. It's causing you to worry for no reason. And you have to be careful that you don't create or manifest a self-fulfilling prophecy where you bring about negative things or situations because you were sitting there just anticipating this. And I said that earlier with the expectations that you guys were anticipating something that just wasn't positive or going to be in your favor, but you need to not focus so hard on anticipating that because you can manifest it. And of course, what the card says is you're expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights, everything that I already pretty much spoke on, because I really didn't even read the card. I just know what the 9 of Air is all about. And like I said, you're being advised to get out of your head, Cancer. Please get out of your head. You guys can be your own worst enemy sometimes. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Now, 2 cards that popped out here. It says yes, and something is unlikely. And this really fell out in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like this is saying, yes, you can have what it is that you want, this opportunity. However, it's unlikely, I feel like, that you guys are going to not see a situation work in your favor. Okay, it's unlikely. It's very unlikely. I don't always pull clarifiers, but I feel like I want to just to kind of see what's up there. But I felt like I kind of already intuitively know what that was about. Like I said, yes, you have opportunity because she's holding, you can't probably see as well, she's holding 2 globes in her hand there. One is golden, the other one is kind of more platinum looking, but that's opportunity. Meaning the world is yours. Whatever this is you're seeking, it's for the taking. Yes, that opportunity is there. And what's unlikely is all your fears. Everything that you're fearing and worried about, that's so unlikely. So stop worrying about it. Stop worrying about it. Ooh, crap. One last shuffle on that. Now, what's unlikely as well here, because I pulled this on unlikely. And I didn't get to pull one on the yes, but yeah. And yes, you will get to see the truth of the matter as well. Things will become clear to you. Details will come to the forefront. You'll really get to see the situation for the way it really is. The truth will come out, okay? For those of you who need to be aware of the truth, you know. And unlikely, I still am holding true to the intuitive interpretations of these, but I would still like to clarify. You got the 2 of Wands here, which you know you have a path to make. You have a path to take. You have a choice to make between a path or whatever. But I feel like it's unlikely in regards to these paths that you'll get stuck there. Because you guys kind of know where it is that you want to go. But at the same time, for some of you, I feel like it's unlikely that you'll be faced with this thing where you have to make a choice between one or the other, or, you know, where you guys may struggle with that. That's unlikely. Whatever it is you guys have hang-ups about or fearing, let that go. Let that go so you can move forward. You know? All right, some more advice cards for you guys, and then I'll move on to the next sign, the final one, Scorpio. And like I said, I'm not timing any of this. I'm just going with the flow of the energy of what I need to interpret here. Oh, you know what? I forgot one more thing here. I don't know how I missed this. And it's probably because I already read on the present position for you guys. But yeah, in the present position, you guys have this thing, like I said, you have your guard up. You feel like you can't see what's coming up or what's going ahead or whatever. You're at a stalemate. Some of you bury your head in the sand because you don't want to see the truth. Some of you just, you're not willing to move forward because you don't know what's coming up or what's coming ahead. And some of you are guarded, therefore, because you don't know what's coming up or what's going ahead. But this card always advised, let your guards down so you can take that blindfold off that she has and see ahead of you. But just sitting still at a stalemate or whatever, or stand still is not going to help you. But the reason why you guys are guarded is because you guys, you know, you did have a fall at some point. Some of you are already broken, or you feel like you're headed towards this whole thing of becoming broken if one more thing happens, okay? Because you see Humpty Dumpty here fell off that ledge. So some of you could have made a mistake or made an error or fell off in some form, and you may have not expected it to happen, and it could have caught you off guard and really got you shook in here, really got you afraid that you're just going to fall into pieces, where some of you already could be falling into pieces. The Ten of Swords is also about being feeling destroyed, heartbroken, feeling absolutely defeated, down and out, betrayed, stabbed in the back or whatever. Whereas for others of you, it could just be in having the most, like terrible health going on, for some of you. But sorry, I missed that particular position there because I had already picked up one of the cards from that position because I saw that another one came up for it. But anyway, you guys let me know how these readings resonate for you. I'm really curious to see at this point how the readings resonate for Cancer. I really truly am. Because like I said, I feel like for Cancer, there's 3 different groups of you guys and how this resonates for you. Maybe even more, but those are the most apparent. Okay, I'm going to get a card from here. Get a card here. Some advice for Cancer. I prefer them to pop out because I know that's an angel guide or spirit guide pointed out to you. But this says seek an expert. Okay, seek an expert. So some of you guys really have a need to seek counsel, seek advice. This was what's here in your future position here, that you guys need to. You guys are going to take charge and take control. Use your wisdom, use your experience, your intelligence, and some of you may seek counsel because kings do that from time to time in order to make decisions that will work in the favor of all and to empower themselves and to be able to make the tough decisions and the tough calls, because you want to capture your dreams. You want to hold fast to your dreams. You don't want to lose out on that. You want to see things smooth out. You want to see things get better. Moving forward in the future, in which you can, but you guys are being advised, seek out some advice here. Seek out some advice, whether it's from that's saying from an expert. So maybe you guys need to seek out a financial expert or something to give you advice on financial stuff. Maybe some of you guys need to seek out a career counselor or something. An investment advisor. Maybe you need to seek out spiritual counseling from church or something. Some of you may need to seek out guidance from me or any other tarot reader, psychic, intuitive, or whatever, in order to get the advice that you guys need, okay, to move forward, hold fast those dreams, and not miss out on the opportunities that you're seeking to gain in order to have it all, okay? And if you're interested in seeking out a reading with me, like I said, visit my website, prettytarot.com, or you can check the description box below, or you can check the comments. I'm going to pin the information there as well. And the final card I'm going to pull is from the Romance Angels. This can relate to your love life, or it may not, but the messages from these cards sometimes can be pretty general. But if it resonates, if this reading resonates with your love life for any reason, then this is a good card for you. Even if it doesn't, the advice still can resonate with you. And this is saying finances and career. It's pointing out your finances and your career. And I could tell this very much so had a lot to do with your financial situation or your career. And it's saying financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So this is pointing out that this is something you really need to take seriously here. And I already kind of gave you guys advice on what you really need to do. Like I said, there's a group of you that you need to move on to seek better, and it's showing that you will move on to seek better in order to gain this larger opportunity with job, career, money, finances. Whereas there's another group of you who may get stuck paying attention to what everybody else is gaining or what everybody else is doing and wanting what everybody else have, and therefore you're not moving forward so you can go and seek your own opportunity and gain your opportunity, because the opportunity is waiting for you if you go out and seek it and not get stuck focusing on what everybody else is doing, what everybody else have, what everybody else got. Don't do that. There's another group of you who you're running from something that is not as great or as scary as you think it is. And if you keep running, you're just really inhibiting yourself from gaining it, okay? So, like I said, that's the other group of you. But I'm just saying, you guys need to be careful not to be shallow or materialistic. I said for that one group of you who are too busy focused on what everybody else is getting. But at the same time, be careful to not, like I said, everything that everybody else is getting may not be for you. God may have a better opportunity. The divine may have a better opportunity specifically for you guys, Cancer. That's one more reason not get caught up on what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is getting, and feeling like you got the short end of the stick, or you got overlooked or cut out, or you're being given a hassle and told to just keep putting your nose to the grindstone if you want better. And maybe you're like, but I've been doing that and I'm not gaining it. It's coming, but you need to seek on elsewhere, move forward, because it may not be in your exact position. It may be somewhere else. Don't be afraid to move on, to seek your opportunity elsewhere. Okay, anyway, that was Cancer. Now moving on to Scorpio, and then now complete the water signs for the December 2017 reading. You guys, please timestamp. I may or may not timestamp, but I would prefer you guys to go ahead and do that. I appreciate you so much. Doing so helps you get put into the drawing for the January free readings, okay? 125 is the start of Scorpio. I'm shuffling for Scorpio. So that's for you timestampers. That'll help you. That may even help me if I timestamp, but that should help. Okie dokie. So, all right, shuffling for Scorpio here for December 2017. And I know I just got through, I'm on Scorpio, I just got through doing Cancer, but I'm looking at where you guys are having opportunities for greater. And it couldn't come at a better time because we're moving into the new year. This is the final month of the year. And the new year holds a lot of promise, I feel, for a lot of people. But it's definitely showing here for the water signs. Just make your moves, you guys. Be proactive. And I couldn't say that enough. This is for all you signs. Don't sit on your butt waiting for the good predictions to happen. Nothing happens if you sit on your butt. Nothing happens if you're not proactive in your life. Nothing happens if you're waiting for a prediction to happen. Get your butt moving, you guys, and live. Do what you need to do. Be proactive. Make choices. Make decisions. Do things. Don't sit and wait for something to happen, because that's not the way it works. We can, as tarot readers, psychics, or whatever, we can, help you gain insight into your situations and point out what's going on, and even predict some things with our cards or our intuition, psychic ability, whatever. But nothing happens if you don't do your part. Meaning, live your life, do you, make choices, decisions, do things, be proactive. Don't sit and wait for nothing to happen. Just do it. Okay? Anyway, this card fell out for Scorpio while I was shuffling, the Seven of Cups. You guys are either distracted right now, or you have a lot of things on your plate. Some of you have a lot of options, a lot of ideas, a lot of ideals. Some of you could be in fantasy land. Some of you could be just out of touch with reality because you're in fantasy land and you're not really focused on the real world or real life. Whereas others, you have a lot on your plate and you got a lot going on. Some of you have a lot of options and you don't know how to decide. So you therefore have clouded judgment. Either way it goes, this to me is a card of clouded judgment in a lot of reasons. Because if you're distracted because you have too much going on, then you're not focused. If you have fantasies going on and you're not in the real world, then you're not focused. Therefore, you have clouded judgment. If you have a lot of options and choices or ideas, too many ideas or too many ideals, once again, you're not focused. So this is pointing out that you guys are having a lack of focus for whatever the reason is, clouded judgment. Some of you literally could just be fantasizing or all up in your head or whatever, daydreaming and things like that. But that fell out for Scorpio. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull these cards for Scorpio, okay? This is one reason why you guys should pay attention to shuffling, because if a card pops out, I'm going to read on it. Never just skip through the readings because you're in a hurry. It causes you to miss stuff. All right. Like I said, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, see me at prettytarot.com. Check the description box below or the comments for the info. And keep in mind, I'm reading for an entire zodiac sign here, meaning this may or may not resonate with all of you. However, a personal reading will always resonate. So don't hesitate to seek out a personal reading with me to get a reading that resonates for you and not for an entire zodiac sign where there's like thousands and thousands and thousands of you, okay? I always pray for these readings to resonate with whoever needs the messages. So that's how it's done. And I do it before the cameras even come on. Shuffling for Scorpio for December 2017. Make sure you guys comment, because commenting it allows you guys to be entered into the drawing that I'm doing every month. I did one last month. And some of you were confused about that. I pulled from the prior month's videos, the readings. So for the month of November, when I did that drawing, I pulled from the October reading comments. So for those of you who commented in the November videos, this month of December, I'm going to pull for you guys in this month from the November comments, okay? So nobody's ever skipped or forgotten, but I'm trying to allow for everybody to have the opportunity to find out about the drawings and to actually go ahead and you know what's really odd here? I pulled an extra card for a Scorpio, thinking it was the outcome card, because I'm talking while I'm doing all this. But I'm going to read on it anyway. Yeah, read on it anyway. So this is what I'm going to... This is interesting. This is so interesting. Pull one of these ahead of time. By the way, you guys, hit the like button if you like this reading, because I definitely appreciate likes. I really, truly do. And like I said, don't hesitate to comment, because it enters you into the drawing so that you can stand in on a free reading with me. And I may pick only one, or I may pick a few of you. Last time I did everybody who commented, because I appreciated people commenting, and I want you guys to take it seriously, to understand it. I'm not joking. I'm not playing. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that every single month, or you never know. You never know. Depends on how many comments are there. But if, you know, take it seriously, because you never know. You never know how many I'm going to pull. That's my way of saying thank you to you guys for being actively participating on my channel. Truly. All right. And you know what's going to help me figure this out even more? Like I said, I have that extra set there. You know what? I get it now. Like I said, I have an extra set of cards there that originally was never supposed to be pulled, but they end up getting pulled anyway. Scorpio, what you guys got going on this month? Here we go. What you guys got going on this month? you're looking for things to smooth out and to get better and to see things get moving. You're looking to see things get moving. Things may have been rough, things may have been difficult or complicated, but you're finally starting to get a move on and is starting to see things smooth out, Scorpio. And it's in relation to either the fact that you guys either needed to cut away what no longer served your purpose, okay, and you needed to use your rationale and wise decision making, experience, and things of that sort to cut away what no longer serves your purpose, or this is due to an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, that you may have been dealing with or involved with in whatever capacity this could be. Because remember, this is a general reading, so it can relate to any area of your life. Love life, jobs, career, finances, health, family, whatever, okay? Personal stuff. So, yeah, so either things are starting to smooth out and you're starting to finally see you're getting somewhere with this Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or someone who has the air in their birth or natal chart, or like I said, this is you having cut away what no longer served your purpose in order to see things smooth out and to uncomplicate things in your situation. Or this is a person, if they're not Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, it's someone who comes off as being someone who is, they like to think more rationally. They think more with their head over their heart. They're not as emotional or in touch with their feelings as other people may be. They like to go with facts and research, and they could be very book smart, intelligent, intellectual, wise. They could be sarcastic, stubborn, kind of aloof. They could be someone who also, they're very straightforward and blunt with their communication. And therefore, they could also come off as being, a little tactless in communication because they could be, like I said, blunt and straightforward or whatever, But what's affecting this? Things moving forward or things smoothing out, and getting, to be able to move forward a bit, seeing some movement because things are becoming less complicated or smoothing out or whatever. What's affecting this here is, this is interesting, is there's a earth sign here, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. If it's not a earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or someone with this in their natal birth chart, then this is someone who comes off as being, nurturing, grounded, down to earth. They may be green, like they may like to recycle and not be wasteful and those kind of things. There's someone who, they're a hard worker. They come off as appearing stable and secure, like I said, grounded. They may be good at managing things. They may even be a manager or supervisor. They could be a parent figure, meaning they either are your parent or they just have children, Therefore, they also could be nurturing. They also possibly could be stubborn as well. They could also be, like I said, clean, neat, and organized. Now, if it's someone who's in a negative, then they're the opposite of all of these characteristics, okay? But in regards to this particular person here with those characteristics, or an earth sign, Aquarius, why did I say Aquarius? A Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, it looks like with them here, you have had worries and burdens with them. They could have been a burden to you in some form, and you probably needed to cut this burden away, or you needed to release that burden from you, okay? Because in this whimsical tarot deck here, this is Rapunzel, and she released this burden of this long hair that was supposed to allow her Prince Charming to come save her from her being trapped or imprisoned by an evil witch, or just being in a really bad situation. And maybe that Prince Charming never showed up, Whatever this is, with this person, it could have been they showed promise, but maybe that they didn't show through with that promise. Maybe they just didn't work out to be all that they were supposed to be, and therefore it became a burden to you. It was distressful. It could have been sadness, depression, anxiety, worry, sleepless nights, tears, whatever it could have been. Or you just kind of feeling regretful and dealing with them, or whatever the situation you had, and it was a burden and you just need to cut that away. Or you could have just been all in your head about them. But that's what's affecting this situation here with things smoothing out and finally feeling like you're getting somewhere and moving forward and moving out of a difficult situation or difficulty with, either this air sign or the fact that you just needed to cut away what no longer was working for you, okay? Because like I said, you decided to release that burden with whoever this earth sign is. And it could be due to the fact that either you are, an air sign help you do this and you're dealing with an air sign, or you just decided to get focused and just cut away what no longer serving your purpose so that you can move out of this difficulty and release those burdens and smooth things out. Now, what's hanging over your situation, Scorpio, you definitely, wow, and this is so interesting. You definitely have a choice to make and a path to take, but you may not be sure what path you want to take. You may not be sure. You could be very confused because you can go one way or the other, and each path is going to take you down a different direction, okay? And so that's what's hanging over the situation for you guys. You have a path to take, one or the other. Or many paths you could take, many directions you can go in, but you're not sure yet, okay? You're not sure. This also could be the fact that, like I said, you guys are having clouded judgment, because you have, like I said, a lot of options, a lot of choices, a lot of paths you can take, and a lot of ideas and a lot of ideals, and you're just like, well, which way do I go, That's what's hanging over your situation, Scorpio. Now, what's underlying your situation here? Here we go with this this earth sign again. And keep in mind, this is gender neutral. It could be man or woman, but here you go with this earth sign again, Aquarius. Why do I keep wanting to say Aquarius? I keep wanting to say Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but I'm really intending to say earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, okay? This is someone with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. They could have an Aquarius rising or somewhere in their chart, okay? So whoever this earth sign is, they may have air in their chart, or it could be an air sign that has earth in their chart. Because I keep wanting to say Aquarius, but once I say Aquarius, I keep wanting to say Aquarius, Libra, Gemini as I'm carrying on with this. But this is an earth sign, but they could have air in their birth or natal chart, or it could be vice versa. Maybe it's an air sign that has earth in their birth and natal chart. But I'm going to go with the fact that, like I said, earth sign here, never mind. You guys will know who this is, okay? If it's not an air sign, if it's not an earth sign, which I want to keep going back to this being an earth sign, then this is somebody, like I said, they come off as being stable, secure. They may appear to have money. They may be hardworking. They may be a manager or a supervisor, or they just may be good at managing, organizing things. They may be a parent figure. So they may be your parent, or they may be someone who have children. They may be someone who is in touch with nature, grounded, down to earth. They also could be stubborn. They may not like to waste things, and maybe a person who likes to recycle. Sorry, I put my foot on the chair. They may be someone who's nurturing, and those kind of things. But in regards to them, there's this thing of being disappointed with them, or maybe they're disappointed with you, or both. Whatever they offered you or have given you, or whatever you're offering them, maybe it's not enough. Maybe you feel like this isn't any better than what you've already been offered by them or given by them, or vice versa. Maybe you feel like it's just been a disappointment, or it is a disappointment. You also could be bored with this person, okay? Or maybe they're bored with you, but whatever the case is, This is discontentment in some form. Okay. And that's what's underlying your situation, Scorpio. So, in the past here, could have been the past few weeks, past few months, past year, or it could go well beyond that. You guys have this thing where it looks like you just feel manipulated, controlled. You could be feeling like it's hell, misery. In the past here, you could have been dealing with a situation in which there was codependency, or holding yourself hostage to a situation or a person you don't really have to. You could have been struggling with some sort of addictions, or this person literally just could have been torturing you or just making you feel tortured or just playing the devil, the role of the devil in your life, you know. For some of you, it really could have been a Capricorn or sign or something or whatever, okay? And in the past, in regards to this, and there also could have been some strings attached as well in a situation in which you are offered a deal or promised something in exchange for something else, where maybe you traded in your soul, or you had this expectation that you're going to give something up for something else better, or you anticipated that, well, if you sacrifice this, then they'll give you that, whatever it is, you know, or this was about moving up to that next level or completing a cycle here with something or someone. In regards to things moving up to the next level, if it's a relationship, like I said, you could have been wanting to get married or engaged or have a child, or just things to get more serious, whatever that is. If it's a job or career, promotion or raise or something, or, you know, or maybe you were promised an office, I don't know. But it just depends on what your situation is or was. This was about things moving up to that next level, but there was some strings attached. Okay, it could have been bumping up to that next financial level in your life or something, or bumping up in some form to whatever that next level is, you know. For some of you, this could be about graduation or something, but whatever the case is, there was some strings attached, or it had been quite a bit of hell to get things to go up to that next level, or wanting things to go up to the next level, but it just wasn't really happening, you know, or whatever. You guys know how that resonates with you. Present situation, though, for Scorpio in the month of December 2017, you guys are juggling, and it's causing you to be distracted. You could be juggling jobs, you could be juggling people and relationships, you could be juggling responsibilities, you could be juggling options, you could be juggling, like I said, finances, once again, robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know, whatever the case is, whatever this is, you're juggling. Juggling always gets to be tedious after a while, and it definitely becomes a distraction. And because you're juggling things or juggling people or whatever situations you're juggling, you're missing out on your ships coming in. They're right there, but you're not seeing it because you're too busy juggling, you know. Some of you also could be kind of juggling with what's healthy and what isn't, okay? But in regards to this juggling, it could have thrown you off. It could have definitely thrown you off and caused you to have a fall in some form, or cause you to fail. Maybe you guys failed to juggle and make things work or balance out, okay? Because juggling is all about trying to make things work. Because either you don't have enough or you have too much going on and you're trying to really pull off this balancing act. And it threw you guys off, or it is throwing you guys off in this month, in the present moment. And it could be, you know, like I said, causing you to have a downfall, or causing you to feel like you didn't fail, or maybe you did fail to, like I said, balance things out or make things work. But it's putting you at this risk or danger of becoming broken or breaking up or cracking up. Or just cracking, period. Some of you already have cracked under this kind of pressure to make things work or to balance things out. You can't see this as well as I can see it, but Humpty Dumpty there got some cracks. Okay, he got some cracks in his shell already before he fell, because he didn't notice on his way down of falling or failing to make things work, he got snagged by something else that was unforeseen, and it already took a piece or chunk out of him, or took a piece of chunk out of whatever it is he was trying to make work. Okay. The Ten of Swords is also, like in a traditional deck, feeling defeated, feeling, you know, like you completely lost, down and out. It could be the worst depression as well, but feeling betrayed or stabbed in the back as well. Okay, but this is definitely a thing of feeling defeated, to have to make something work or balance out. You know, Scorpio, you guys are concerned with either the fact that you either need to have discipline, or you need to pull easy wide in a lion's mouth, or you need to bite your tongue, or you need to have some courage, some strength, or some bravery here, or maybe you need to ease up in a situation, okay? Because it's a bit much. And in regards to that, you could have been accused of doing something that you maybe had no business doing. Someone could be, you know, or you could be accused of doing something wrong, or be accused of being messed up, but there's some authority here. So either some authority is looking into the situation, or someone is taking authority to look in on the situation, or taking authority in saying, hey, you did this or you did that. You know, someone could even be pointing out something they thought you messed up on, or they thought you did. You could even be in your own head about what it is that you thought you did wrong, and kind of like beating yourself up over this to some extent, and being that authority that's saying, you shouldn't have did this, or you shouldn't have did that, or that wasn't right, or you messed up, or whatever this is. Someone's being accused. And there's an authority figure there looking in on this. You know, in the fable here of the three bears, Goldilocks, she goes in and takes it upon herself to explore this house. And she decides she likes what's going on there at that house, and she's going to settle in, be comfortable, eat the food, lay in the bed. And then somebody comes and say, hey, you took something that wasn't even yours. This is not your bed. This is not your food. This is not even your home. What are you doing here? Get out. You know, but in the traditional tarot deck, the Justice card is all about checks and balances. It's all about fairness. It's all about justice. It's all about balance. Okay. And some of you guys could be failing to find that balance and needing to have that focus. And some of you guys could be concerned that you really need to get disciplined so that you can get back to being balanced again. But some of you could just be feeling like you need to have courage in order to gain justice. Some of you could be feeling you need to have courage or strength in order to get what it is you feel you are, you know, you deserve, or what you feel you are owed, in whatever capacity that could be. It could be a legal situation. It could literally be any other kind of situation, if it's not a legal one. Some of you could literally be trying to have courage and strength to take on a legal situation, whether it's a, you know, some situation in which something wasn't fair, and you feel that, you know, you're concerned you need to get what is fair or owed to you, or maybe you need to go to court for something, maybe to separate or divorce, whatever it is, or to get something you felt you were cheated out of, whatever it is. This could be, like I said, you need to be disciplined to gain fairness in balance in your situation. That's what you guys are concerned about. Now, moving forward, because I'm talking a bit much on that. And it's funny, this is the card that I pulled for you guys from the Spirit Guide cards here. This is the Discipline card, you guys. So you guys could need to either, like I said, definitely become disciplined here in your situation in order to find fairness and balance, or you just need to do your research, do your investigations. You know, some of you may need to literally go and study, okay, in order to put yourself in a better situation in which you can find fairness, balance, or whatever this is that you need to seek in order for your situation to be better. Now, the outside influence, you have Scorpio here, and I feel like this is you. It could be another water sign, another Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Or it could be someone who's in touch with their feelings and their emotions. They could be psychic or intuitive. They could be someone who like I said, they are in touch with their feelings and emotions. They may like to drink. They may like to be around water. They could be nurturing, caring, kind, sweet, generous. They also could be dramatic. So they may be a drama queen, drama king, maybe, They could also, yeah. Yeah, so it's either someone of those characteristics. Oh yeah, they could be someone who could be also like not only sensitive to others, but they also could be sensitive in that you have to be careful to not hurt their feelings or not step on their toes, and you may feel like you're walking on glass and eggshells around them. Okay, they may even be someone who have water in their natal birth chart if they're not a water sun sign. But I feel like this is mostly you guys, Scorpio, okay, in this outside influence where you really are counting your coins and looking at your investments, looking at your money, looking at your funds, trying to balance the books financially or in whatever capacity. This also could be looking at whatever is going on in your situation that holds any value to you, looking at how can you manage it better, looking at how you can plan better for it, looking at how you can invest in it better, looking at how you can account for it better. Whatever this is, you guys are, that this is the outside influence that you need to, once again, get on your business in regards to being disciplined here, okay? Because you need to study, research, investigate. You need to do what it is that you need to do to have the discipline to balance things out in your situation, Scorpio, okay? And there's also a possibility, because in the traditional deck, the Page of Pentacles is where you could either receive some communication or give some communication about something of value, or it could be valuable communication, or it could be a small offer of some sort of money or finances or whatever this is that is of value. But to me, it's more about the communication of something valuable or valuable communication. But like I said, you guys are needing to do your work here to manage and balance things out better, okay? And to make sure that you're investing properly in whatever this situation is. That's the outside influence. Now, your obstacle, Scorpio, here. Your obstacle here is the fact that you guys really probably are wanting to be acknowledged, seen, heard, receive consistency in the situation. You could be wanting to receive credit where credit is due in regards to the hard work or the investments that you have put into a situation. You could be expecting a raise or promotion or some opportunity, but maybe you're not receiving that. It also could be you have some things to work on in order to receive the accolades, or like I said, or in order to really see things work out in a really good, fair exchange. I'm hearing for something, but it's not happening, and you're probably struggling with either this desire to want to receive this promotion or raise, or to receive this acknowledgement, or to receive these accolades, or to see the consistency, or to see the rewards pay off for the investments in the time and the hard work you've put in, but you're trying to have strength and courage with this. You're trying to have, more discipline, okay, with this. You may need to keep up the good work in order to receive what it is that you need to do, but you're not doing it, or you're struggling with this. You know what I'm saying? It also could be, like I said, you could have lost your following, or you could have lost some loyalty here in your situation of those who are loyal to you or followers, and looking to see where did they go to. Where did my followers go? Where did my loyal people go to? Where did the loyalty go in this situation? Because it's not there, and maybe that's causing you to struggle with this fact that you feel you deserve to be acknowledged, seen, or heard, or to receive reward or promotion for whatever hard work or efforts you're putting into your situation here. It also could be that you lost something or lost someone, and they're at risk for being snatched up by this wolf who probably means them no good or whatever, for you to never see it again. So that's your obstacle, your challenge, Scorpio, for this particular month of December. Okay, I'm really interested in hearing how that resonates for you guys. Please comment and let me know. That is really interesting to hear. Now, in your expectations, Scorpio, you guys are really looking to see how you can benefit here in the situation, how you can prosper. You're concerned about your wealth, abundance, and your prosperity. And you are either expecting to receive some sort of inheritance or some sort of payoff from your investments here. You're looking to benefit from the situation somehow. This also could be happiness, joy, and abundance with family, home life, or whatever. But this is definitely prosperity, wealth, and abundance here, and how you benefit in the situation in that regard. However, and whatever is of value to you or whatever you find to be prosperity is how you benefit, okay? So like I said, it can resonate in whatever area of your life that is significantly going on. But you kind of expect that you're going to have to take the bull by the reins in order to benefit in the situation, in order to see your joy, abundance, your wealth, and prosperity here take off. And I feel like this is more about for some of you, this is definitely about career, money, and finances. Whereas others of you, this is about other areas of your life as well, like love, life, and relationship. But for some of you, this is about your overall situation, your overall life period. Like you guys are at a pivotal point, And that's stating it right here clearly for Scorpio. You guys are at a pivotal point. You're at a pivotal point. Things can go in one direction or another. You're definitely at a pivotal point. But you guys kind of expect to know that you're going to have to empower yourselves, take charge, take control, use whatever you have at your disposal in order to work your magic and make some things happen in regards to benefiting in a situation and seeing your abundance, wealth, and prosperity come about for you guys. And that's what you guys expect. And it's really intelligent, for you guys to be assessing that or expecting that or anticipating this, right? So, Scorpio, what you guys have in the future position in the month of December, this could be between now and the next few weeks starting in the month of December, or now in the next few months starting in the month of December. Either now you guys could end up facing this situation where you might still feel left out in the cold or feel like you don't have enough or like it's not enough. For some of you, this could be about money and finances. Others of you, they could just be feeling like you're left out in the situation, left out in the cold, neglected, lonely, whatever this could be, not feeling well, being down and out, it could, But the one thing this card usually kind of indicates is that you don't have to be this way. There's help you can seek, but you need to go with it because they're right in front of a church. These two poor people, one that have poor, is struggling with their health. The other one is just struggling. They're both struggling in some form, and they're out in the cold. They're right in front of a church. All they have to do is go in that church and seek refuge. This isn't necessarily meaning specifically for you guys that you have to go to church to get out of this or to get out of this feeling. It's good if you do go. However, this is indicating that a church is a place that is like a refuge, a warm refuge where they can get out of the cold, warm up. They're supposed to be caring, concerned, kind, God-fearing, or people of God, or people who have positive virtues in life, who should care about other people, in some capacity, who could help them and offer assistance. Meaning there's someone who can offer you help, assistance, even if you think there's no one who can help you or offer you assistance. I always tell people, pray, meditate. Don't ever think you're alone. There's nonprofit organizations, there's government, whatever it is, there's assistance somewhere, someone can help you. But in regards to this thing of where you may feel, because I don't feel like this is what's actually going to happen, I just feel like this is more of a feeling. Now, some of you may, like I said, experience some financial struggles or something, or just feeling left out, alone, neglected, in the cold or whatever. And it's going to be due to the fact that you feel there's strings attached to gaining whatever it is that you want. And some of you may not be willing to give in to that because you got the devil card here. Okay. That devil card literally could be a person. It could be it could be a Capricorn or an Earth sign. It could be anybody, but it could be a person, it could be a job or opportunity, whatever this is. It could be even a virtue in a sense, but you guys are feeling like, it's going to be this one of these things where you're just going to be feeling like you're being puppeted, you're being manipulated, but you don't have to be, or you feeling like there's strings attached in order for you to gain whatever this is you want to gain. And you're not willing to do that. You don't want to play the devil's game. You don't want anybody to manipulate or control you, or for you to feel manipulated or controlled, or for you to have to give up something that you feel compromises your virtues or your principles in order to gain this prosperity, the success, the benefits or whatever, the wealth, the money, whatever this is, that you feel is of high value to you. And so therefore you may be concerned that you're going to be left out in the cold and you're going to have to do it out, and you're going to be left without, or that situation in which you're being manipulated or controlled, or there's strings attached, could actually put you there if you allow yourself to stay there. But the one thing that this card points out is, this is Geppetto. He's a puppet. He got scissors in his back pocket. You may not be able to see that, or you may be able to see that. He cut the strings a long time ago. He'd been cut the strings. So it's more of a mental challenge, a mental hang up for him, of feeling he's being manipulated, controlled, or there's strings attached or whatever, yeah. So this person has the ability, you have the ability to free yourself from a situation which you feel manipulated, controlled, or like you have to compromise your values or your principles in order to gain the success or whatever it is that is of value to you. I don't know if it appears dark to you guys, but it feels dark to me. So I'm going to turn this light on. There. That's better. I was really comfortable, but it's too dark to me now. So anyway, yeah. And it could also be that you feel left out in the cold, manipulated, down and out, coming up between now and the next few weeks or the next few months, because you're dealing with a situation in which in which you're struggling with some sort of addiction or codependency, because the devil card also represents addictions and codependencies and holding yourself hostage to a situation you absolutely do not have to. It could be you just end up feeling like it's hell, it's misery. It's whether someone's causing you that, or you're allowing yourself to have this imposed on you or to feel that way. Okay. But you guys know your expectation here. And I feel like a lot of this have to do with, you don't need to receive acknowledgement from anyone. Some of you could be wanting to receive acknowledgement. Some of you could be really wanting that raise or getting whatever it is you feel you deserve for your hard work and your efforts. Don't hold yourself to that. Whatever it is that you do with your efforts, your hard work, your investments, do it because you truly want to do it. Don't worry about if someone is giving you the accolades you feel you deserve, or if someone is truly acknowledging you or whatever this is, or giving you a thumbs up or a pat on the back, or if you feel, don't worry about if you don't feel like you're getting what you feel you deserve for it, whether it's money, promotion, raise, success, whatever it is. Okay. Do what you do because it is truly something you feel you need to do. But at the same time, understand that you already kind of anticipate that you're going to have to empower yourself here, and that you're going to have to use whatever you have at your disposal to work your magic here in order to gain that prosperity, that wealth, that abundance, or in order to benefit in the situation in a very valuable way. You already know you need to be disciplined, whether you need to study, go back to school, research, investigate, or just like I said, pull easy and just or get focused and really disciplined here. Okay, now and this is very apparent here in that this came up for you again. Like I said, I pulled extra card position without realizing I was doing so. You definitely have this choice between being passionate here about turning things into gold, turning things into a prosperous situation. You need to feel passionate about whatever this is, okay, that you're trying to turn into gold. If whatever you touch, you want to turn into gold, you need to be passionate about it. But at the same time, the Lovers is also pointing out you may need to also make a decision or a choice in order for you to gain the benefits or to gain the prosperity and the abundance. Okay, because you can't do it if you have too many irons in the fire, as they say. If you have too many options, too many choices, you need to narrow things down. If you have too many people you're dealing with, you need to cut that down, because you can't benefit that way. If you have too much going on with your money and your finances and you're not being disciplined, you need to make a choice to do between one thing or the other here in how you're going to handle your finances. Whatever this is, you have the decisions to make, but you also have this need to truly go from the heart and be passionate about whatever this is that you intend to do in order to gain that Midas touch, because like I said, this is about the Midas touch, wanting everything you do or touch to prosper, to bring you value, and to gain your wealth and abundance, prosperity, happy life, whatever it is that you're looking for. Okay, but you have a decision to make, you have a choice to make, and you guys are at a pivotal point, and that's very apparent because of what's hanging on the situation. You're not really sure, now the outcome that you guys actually have here, though, the outcome that you have, and I feel like this ties into the outcome too. Once you make your decision, and you get passionate about whatever this is that you intend to do, or whatever, or you, like I said, you make your choice, your decision, your prosperity will appear. You will start to benefit. Everything you touch will turn to gold. But you also have this in the outcome. And this is also weighing in here. There's an offer that either you're going to receive or accept or give. It could be a promotion. It could be a raise. It could be money. It could be an opportunity, a job, a career, a relationship that means something to you. Whatever this is that means something to you, that holds some sort of value, either you're going to receive it, it's going to be offered to you, you're going to receive it, or you're going to make the offer yourself, or someone's going to offer something to you that it holds some value. Okay, and with the Empress here, the Empress is all about seeing things come to fruition, reaping the seeds you sow, reaping the benefits of the hard work and effort that you pulled in, harvesting the fruits of your labor. And that's what the Empress is all about. So you will prosper in some form once again. However, there's some of you here that I get that you really, for some of you, this is about having a happy, loving family. Okay? Because in this particular card, the Ten of Pentacles, and it's not showing it here, but this is a happy, loving family here. this is a woman with all these children in her home, you know. So some of you, this really is about your personal life and wanting to have that happy, loving family or whatever, or this happy, loving situation with children and, you know, marriage, whatever it is. But for some of you, this is just about gaining prosperity, whatever that means to you, whether it's career, job, finances, or whatever. And I see things will come to fruition for you. You will see things come together. You will start to reap the benefits of the seeds that you sow, the you know, your harvest that you planted and that you put hard work and effort into, and see that things that you touch will start to turn to gold or whatever. And you'll start, like I said, see that prosperity, that wealth and abundance. Now, but it's going to require some discipline, though, and you to really investigate, study, research, go back to that drawing board and really get focused, okay? Now, the Ten of Wands here, this is the Ten of Fire. I pulled this card early on when I was shuffling for you guys for all the other cards. This is, it's just indicating that things do feel like a burden. Things do seem to be weighing heavy on you or whatever. The card, it's saying too much work. Accept help from others. And you remember I mentioned that before, that there's refuge, there's help you can receive from others. You just need to seek it in whatever capacity it may be available to you. Okay. And it says life is out of balance. So it's pointing that out, in which we already talked about this with that juggling and falling or failing or cracking under the pressure to make things balance or to make things work out. It's also indicating that there's stress-related health concerns, in which at some point I did throw that out there as well for some of you, okay? So that's an indication card there. I kind of actually, but yeah, you guys got enough advice already. And I'm not depriving you of advice or whatever, but usually I depend on the angel tarot cards to be one of the decks that I use to give you advice. That turned out to be more insight, but I've given you guys quite a bit of advice already through using the spirit guides cards here and my other tarot cards here, because to me it was very plain and apparent and even intuitively what's really going on here, what needs to be happening. So you guys have a recovery here that is indicated. You guys also need to take cover, meaning if you feel you have gone through a major undertaking, like things really had hit some wall there or hit some major turbulent situation or crazy situation or some situation which things really just didn't work out for whatever reason, or cracking under pressure or whatever it is, seek refuge, recover, you know, but know that you have recovery. That energy is there as well. So you guys are going to recover, but make sure that you guys do what you need to do to recover. And just like I was saying in my other readings before with Pisces and Cancer, make sure you guys are proactive, okay, in your lives and in your situations, and that don't wait for the recovery or the relief to come without being proactive, without doing what it takes, taking those steps and taking actions to make sure you can recover. So if something was burdening you or ailing you or causing you strain or struggle, don't expect to recover if you're not going to take the steps or do what you need to do in order to release that burden from you so that you can recover. Okay? You guys gotta be proactive in your lives. You know, don't wait for predictions to bring you the relief or to bring you the blessings that you seek. These things can happen. Blessings can happen. The recovery can happen. But you need to be proactive, because that's what the cards is pointing out. When people do tarot readings, it's pulling you insight. The cards point out insight. And when you match intuition with that, that's even more insight. But the cards, yeah, they can predict things, but it's all based off of the fact that it is it's dependent upon your free will, in which it's pointing out, oh, there's great opportunity here, or this is what's coming up, or this is what may happen. However, It's dependent upon what you do. So if you take a proactive approach, if you actually decide to do some things or to do the right thing that you know will benefit you, then yeah, you will see these good outcomes come up. You will be able to. And for those of you who are concerned about that future position right here with the devil and the Five of Pentacles here, feeling left out in the cold and manipulating all those things, those are predictions. That's potential energy. It doesn't, some of you may have already experienced this, but for those of you who this energy hasn't played out yet in the month of December, because it can take all the way up to the mid-month, all the way to the end of the month. For those of you who this haven't played out yet, you have an opportunity to avoid the negative energy, but it requires you being proactive. And I'm sorry, I know I'm still shuffling, but it's because I'm talking and I'm speaking very passionately about this, because I want you guys to not just be looking at these readings looking for hope. There's nothing wrong with hope, but I want you guys to learn from these readings, gain the insight and learn to spiritually grow so that you guys can do better. These readings shouldn't be something that you just depend on for someone to tell you, is things going to get better? Because things have been terrible. And I'm not making fun of you guys or mocking you, but I watch people all the time. They'll say, things have been terrible. Is there any hope? The hope is you. The hope is you. These readings just kind of just pick up on what's going on based off of what you're actually doing. So if you're getting readings that look like they're negative or if they resonate and they're not good readings, or the energy just doesn't look the way you want it to look, it's because you are not doing your work. We're here to do our spiritual work and to take our lessons, follow them, grow, and move forward and prosper, Anyway, let me go ahead and pull a card. Let me pull a card. I'm here to help you guys as well. I'm not here to just tell you what's coming up and what's going on. I'm also here to help you guys. That's what I get out of readings. It's not meant to have you hanging on by a string like, oh, is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? No, that's not the way it works, you guys. If a reader isn't teaching you how to grow or how to empower yourselves, or not encouraging you to empower yourselves and telling you're falling victim to something, or allowing you to think you're falling victim to something, then they're not a good reader. They're just there to keep you dependent on their readings and their insights so that you can keep coming back to them for money or whatever it is. And I'm not putting anybody down or calling anybody out. I'm just keeping it real. Okay? Because for a lot of years, I went to readers and psychics looking for help, looking for hope, looking for insight, and all they do, some of them keep you coming back to them, and they're not giving you nothing that gives you spiritual growth. Some of them, not all, but some depend on you to keep coming back for that money. Now this says take bite-sized steps, Scorpio. Take bite-sized steps, meaning don't bite off more than you can chew. Okay, don't do it, because if you do, it's a definite possibility that you are going to either struggle with this, fail, or crack under pressure. You don't have to keep up with everybody else. You don't even fit in with everybody else. Do you see that? You stand out from the rest. You're unique. You're different. You are your own person. You're an individual, and you are blessed, whether you realize it or not. But you can only receive your blessings when you follow your own path and not everybody else's. You don't have to be keeping up with nobody else. And that's very apparent. You try to keep up with everybody else, you're going to fall. You try to keep up with the Joneses, you're going to fall, or it's going to be a struggle. Do you? You have your own pureness here. This is a white penguin. He may not look like everybody else and fit in with everybody else. Heck, he may have, in all honesty, he may have not even fully come into his own and fully developed where he needs to be yet. But trust me, this penguin is going to mature. This penguin is going to grow. This penguin will eventually come into their own and will excel. But take bite-sized steps with any or everything that you're doing. There's no need to rush. There's no need to bite off more than you can chew. There's no need to take on more than you actually can take on trying to keep up with everybody else or whatever, okay? Best advice ever if you ask me for Scorpio. And I'm like I said, I feel like you guys got something good coming up moving into the new year. This is the final month of the year. And everybody so far is, I'm doing the water signs have gotten indications that something good is coming up, especially as long as you're proactive or whatever. The new year's going to look good for you guys moving forward, but you got to be proactive. Final card here. If this reading resonated with your love life on any level, this card is for you. But even if it didn't resonate on the love life level, sometimes the romance angel cards can be very general, and this may apply to you guys as well. It says playfulness here. Playfulness. And it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay, so I feel like really this can apply to anybody though. And I feel like it's saying, allow yourself to breathe and have a little fun and enjoy life a little bit, okay? You don't have to be always on your grind hustle all the time. You don't always have to be, like I said, like the other card said, trying to keep up with everybody else. You will get to where you need to get or where you need to go, or come into your blessings, or grow into your into who you're going to be, or what your situation is truly going to be in terms of prospering in your own timing, as long as you take your own timing and your own steps and not trying to follow everybody else. As long as you're not trying to do what everybody else is doing, and along this journey, it could be a little bit stressful, but make sure you take some time to enjoy yourself. Please, Scorpio. Scorpios can be quite serious. You know what I'm saying? Scorpios don't have to be so serious all the time. Don't have to be. Lighten up and enjoy your life along the journey, okay? Because that can also help keep you from cracking under the pressure. For those of you who are cracking under the pressure, if you haven't already kind of like failed and had your downfalls or whatever. But Scorpios are strong and resilient, and like the phoenix, we rise, right? That's the way. That's the mantra for Scorpios. So I'm excited for you guys, all of you, all the water signs, and I'm going to do the other signs. Keep your eyes open for the other signs. If you guys are interested in a personal reading with me, visit my website, prettytarot.com. You can also email me at prettytarot@gmail.com. You can check the description box below for info. You can also check in the comment section. I'll pin something there. And sorry I had to pile you guys' readings all into one video, because it's actually easier for me to do it this way right now for this particular moment. And give me a like if you like the reading. Allow at least until the mid-month to at least see if this reading resonates with you, for those who it does not resonate with. But also keep in mind, the messages come out for those who truly need it, because that's what I pray for before I even turn my camera on. And if you would like a reading that resonates with you and you only, and not with the entire zodiac sign, then hit me up for a personal reading. What you see is what you got there for a personal reading, except I clarify every single position and not just maybe one or two if I feel like I need to do that. So you get more details. The reading lasts about all the way up until an hour. Sometimes I go a little bit over the time. It's because you're getting a lot of details and information. It's pre-recorded for your viewing only, the personal readings. So that means you can watch your reading in private at your own time. When you feel like it, you don't have to schedule anything with me. And you can watch it as many times as you want. You can go back weeks later, months later, and that reading will still be there for you to go back and see, how things play out or whatever, and the advice and stuff. So that's the benefit, of getting a personal reading. And it's well worth it, Thank you to those of you, what is it? I think it's Designs by Dora. Thank you for donating to my channel. I really appreciate you. It was very unexpected and random. Thank you so much. And thank you to you guys for watching the videos. Please hit the like button. Thank you for those who have been commenting. Your names will be entered into the drawings for a free reading, okay? I love you guys so much. Peace.